All right, so what I'm doing now is taking out that last piece of squirrel I killed this weekend. Fried these guys all up in olive oil. And what I used for batter is buttermilk. I let this sit overnight in buttermilk. And I mixed Old Bay seasoning and flour with a little bit of salt. And that's all this is. And the crust on it kind of resembles something like you'd find on Kentucky Fried Chicken or something like that. Kentucky Fried Squirrel. So, you can see there's little pieces of bone and all that up here. The family's already come in for a taste test and they approve. So, let's see what we've got here. Oh man. I guess when you bring the woods to your home, it still tastes just as good as when you bring your home food to the woods. This is absolutely unreal. Why don't we eat more of this? Oh my gosh. So, I don't know if you've ever had fried gizzards, but that's exactly what this is like. It's, you know, and it never dawned on me until my wife said so, that squirrel is basically to me, it's almost like a giant chunk of gizzard meat because it's sort of tough like gizzard meat is. And it has a really rich flavor to it. This, I soaked this in buttermilk, so it's not gamey at all. It's just a really rich meat. It's, you know, tree rat or chicken of the tree or whatever you might call it. Whatever it is, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. Little piece of batter. Well, right here, I have that squirrel's heart. It kind of shriveled up a little bit. It was kind of amazing when I gutted the squirrel. Actually, when I picked it up to start with, I noticed that there was a pellet or a shot that went through both the head and the heart at the same time. So, you know, I did use a shotgun. And that animal, it probably took me 5 seconds to walk over to where it was at, maybe a little longer, 5-10 seconds. And it wasn't even twitching by the time I got there. So it had a headshot and a heart shot. So that was a quick, humane kill. That's the thing I'm most proud of right there, is that animal did not suffer. And damn, it tastes good. That's the heart. And that heart is good. Oh my gosh, that's probably the best part. This is that fresh hot one I just took off the pan. Oh God. Squirrel. It's way better than gopher. You know, if you aren't or haven't ever really been much of a hunter, squirrel is a lot of fun and it's a great way to learn the rounds, you know. You can learn general gutting practices. Learn a lot about firearm safety, about how to examine the environment that your prey or your game, lives in, and how to find it by looking for its, its leavings and its sign. So, cut shells and all that. You'll see, pine cones that are shredded to pieces. You'll see all that, and you'll know that in that area, this tasty creature lives. You'll learn their sounds. And honestly, it's no steak, but it is good in its own right. And it's just as good as a steak, but it's, in a different category altogether. So if you hadn't had the chance, I highly recommend that you either go through the motions to obtain a hunting license and find a way to get some squirrel, or if you just know a friend who hunts squirrel and they happen to have some and are willing to let you give it a try, I highly recommend that. You don't need camo or deer blinds or any of that kind of stuff. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you succeed in everything you attempt to accomplish, especially if it's hunting. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I can come up with another video soon. I have some things I have to do next weekend, so I don't know if I'll be able to do any more hunting then. Maybe I'll try to go in the evenings after work this week. I feel like I should be able to find the time next weekend, maybe next Saturday. And we'll see what we can get then. Hopefully maybe a rabbit. If it's another squirrel, then so be it. I will definitely sit here and eat another squirrel. So thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.